The quantum sensors aboard the ESS Vigilant lit up like a Christmas tree. Captain Sarah Chen stared at the readings in disbelief. The anomaly that had appeared at the edge of the Kuiper belt defied every known law of physics. Within seconds, the void erupted with ships, hundreds of them, emerging from what looked like tears in spacetime itself. "Full scan analysis," Chen ordered, her voice steady despite the adrenaline coursing through her veins. The Vigilant was Earth's most advanced deep space surveillance vessel, designed to be humanity's early warning system. Now that system was screaming. "Energy signatures off the charts, Captain," Lieutenant Rodriguez reported, his fingers dancing across the holographic interface. "Each vessel masses approximately 3 times our largest carrier, detecting weapons systems unlike anything in our database." The alien fleet moved with impossible precision, their ships arranging themselves in a perfect geometric pattern. Humanity had long prepared for first contact, but not like this. Not with a force that could easily overwhelm Earth's combined defense fleet. "Multiple transmission attempts detected," Communications Officer Zhang announced. "They're broadcasting on all frequencies." Chen took a deep breath. "Put it through." The voice that filled the bridge was neither mechanical nor organic, but something in between. "Attention, primitive species. You have been selected for ascension. The Nexer Collective requires your biological and technological resources for the continuation of our grand purpose. Resistance is inadvisable. You have 6 Earth rotations to prepare your leadership for integration processing." The message repeated in every human language simultaneously. Chen's tactical display showed the alien fleet holding position, their weapons powered but dormant. They were confident. Too confident. "Send the blackout signal," Chen commanded. Across the solar system, quantum-entangled communicators carried her warning to Earth's military command. Operation Shadowfall was now in effect. The contingency plan humanity had hoped never to use. The Nexer's arrogance would be their undoing. For decades, Earth had maintained a carefully crafted facade of technological mediocrity. While publicly struggling with basic fusion power and lunar colonization, hidden research facilities across the solar system had pushed the boundaries of physics itself. "Stealth systems holding," Rodriguez confirmed. "They haven't detected our quantum shielding." The Vigilant's true capabilities remained invisible to the alien sensors. Chen allowed herself a grim smile. The Nexer thought they were dealing with primitive prey. They would learn otherwise. "Launch the quantum probes," she ordered. Microscopic sensors, powered by technology the Nexer couldn't detect, streamed vital tactical data about the alien fleet. Every moment of observation revealed new weaknesses in their supposedly superior technology. The aliens had mastered brute force applications of physics, massive energy weapons, near impenetrable shields, faster than light travel. But they had missed something crucial in their rush to dominate the galaxy. They had missed the subtle elegance of quantum manipulation that humanity had discovered. Chen opened a secure channel to Earth Command. "This is Captain Chen. First Contact Protocol 7 is in effect. The Nexer Collective has arrived with hostile intent, requesting immediate activation of the Lazarus Protocol." Deep beneath the lunar surface, automated factories that had laid dormant for years hummed to life. In the asteroid belt, hidden shipyards began final assembly of vessels that would reshape the understanding of warfare itself. Humanity had prepared for this moment not with brute force, but with innovation. "They're launching scout ships," Rodriguez reported. "Standard search pattern. They still think we're pre-spaceflight." "Let them think that," Chen replied. "Maintain observation distance. Record everything." The more the Nexer revealed about themselves, the more complete humanity's response would be. The scout ships passed through the solar system, their sensors examining the primitive satellites and early warning systems humanity had left as bait. They found exactly what they expected. A species barely capable of reaching their own moon, ripe for conquest. Chen watched the pieces falling into place. The Nexer's methodical approach to conquest would be their downfall. They had grown complacent, following the same patterns that had served them against countless other civilizations. But humanity was different. Humanity had turned paranoia into preparation, fear into innovation. Signal from Earth Command. Zhang announced. Operation Shadowfall is authorized. All fleet elements are mobilizing. Chen nodded. In 6 days, the Nexer would learn why humans were the most dangerous species they had ever encountered. Not because of superior technology or overwhelming force, but because humans had mastered the art of appearing weak when they were strong. The real battle wouldn't be fought with energy weapons or antimatter bombs. It would be won with quantum deception, with technologies that bent probability itself, with strategies the Nexer couldn't comprehend because they had never needed to think beyond brute force. Send the acknowledgement, Chen ordered. The Vigilant stands ready. Across the solar system, humanity's hidden strength stirred to life. The Nexer had started a war. Humanity would end it. Deep beneath Europa's icy surface, Dr. Maya Patel watched the holographic display with intense focus. The quantum simulation showed humanity's greatest secret, Project Starcolor, while the Nexer fleet held position at the edge of the solar system. Counting down humanity's remaining hours, they remained oblivious to what stirred in the depths. Final calibration sequence complete, her assistant AI reported. Quantum fold generators operating at optimal efficiency. The massive chamber housing Project Starcolor thrummed with barely contained power. Unlike the Nexer's brute force approach to faster-than-light travel, Starcolor didn't tear through space-time. It folded it. The technology had taken 20 years to perfect, developed in absolute secrecy, while humanity maintained its facade of struggling with basic spaceflight. Status update from the Titan facilities. The AI announced. The fleet is ready. Maya nodded, her attention fixed on the final diagnostic readings. Each ship in humanity's hidden fleet carried a scaled-down version of Starcolor's technology. While the Nexer relied on raw power to achieve their goals, humanity had learned to whisper to the quantum fabric of reality itself. A priority communication cut through her concentration. Dr. Patel, Captain Chen's voice was tense. The Nexer scouts have discovered our Mars colony. Maya's hands clenched. The colony was part of their deception, a seemingly vulnerable target populated by advanced holograms and drone-operated facilities. But the knowledge that the enemy was moving still sent ice through her veins. The colonists? She asked, knowing they weren't real but playing her part for any Nexer surveillance that might have slipped through their quantum shields. Evacuated in time, Chen replied. But the Nexer response was instructive. They obliterated the entire facility from orbit. No warning, no attempt to capture resources or technology. Pure demonstration of force. Maya allowed herself a grim smile. The Nexer were following their standard conquest pattern perfectly. Their psychological warfare relied on overwhelming demonstrations of power. They never considered that their targets might be playing a deeper game. Project Starcolor is ready, Maya reported. All field tests are complete. The quantum fold network is stable and undetectable to their sensors. The technology they had developed went far beyond simple faster-than-light travel. Starcolor created quantum folds in spacetime that allowed ships to exist in multiple states simultaneously, present yet absent, visible yet hidden, attacking from everywhere and nowhere. Time to deployment, Chen asked. The primary device can be activated within 6 hours. The fleet's systems are already synchronized. A new voice joined the conversation. Admiral Sarah Hassan, commander of Earth's hidden fleet. Doctor, the Nexer have begun their final approach. Their main fleet is moving into standard orbital bombardment formation. Maya's hands flew across the quantum interface, initiating Starcolor's final preparation sequence. They still haven't detected our defenses. Negative, Hassan confirmed. Their scans show exactly what we want them to see. A handful of primitive satellites, some basic orbital platforms. They're positioning themselves for a demonstration of force that will never come. The Nexer's confidence in their superiority had made them predictable. They never varied their conquest pattern because they had never needed to. Every civilization they encountered fell before their overwhelming technology, until now. Quantum fold network is stabilizing, Maya reported. Fleet synchronization at 80% and climbing. Through the quantum entangled communications network, she could sense humanity's hidden strength awakening. Ships that existed in quantum superposition, weapons that bent probability itself, defenses that adapted and evolved with each attack. The Nexar are broadcasting their final warning, Hassan announced. They're demanding Earth's immediate surrender and threatening to reduce our major cities to ash. Maya checked the final diagnostics. Everything was ready. Let them make their threats. They have no idea what they're actually facing. The quantum fold technology would turn the Nexar's own power against them. Their energy weapons would pass harmlessly through ships that existed in multiple states simultaneously. Their impenetrable shields would mean nothing against attacks that materialized inside their vessels through quantum tunneling. All stations report ready, Hassan declared. Dr. Patel, you have authorization to activate Project Starkiller. Let's show these aliens why humanity's apparent weakness was our greatest strength. Maya initiated the activation sequence. Around the solar system, quantum fields synchronized and stabilized. Humanity's hidden fleet prepared to reveal itself in a way the Nexar could never have anticipated. The time for deception was nearly over. Soon, the aliens who thought themselves invincible would learn that humanity's greatest weapon wasn't the technology they had developed. It was their ability to think beyond the obvious, to turn apparent disadvantage into overwhelming victory. Project Starkiller is online, Maya announced. Quantum fold network is stable. The fleet is ready to deploy on your command. The Nexar's countdown to humanity's surrender continued, counting down to their own defeat. They had no idea that their standard conquest pattern had walked them straight into humanity's trap. The real war was about to begin. Admiral Hassan stood in the quantum-shielded command center of the ESS Prometheus, humanity's true flagship. The massive vessel, hidden in a quantum fold beneath Saturn's rings, represented everything the Nexar thought impossible. Its very existence defied their understanding of physics. Nexar fleet holding position. Tactical Officer James Wong reported. Their weapons are charged. They're preparing for their standard demonstration of force. The alien armada had arranged itself in a perfect hemisphere above Earth, their massive ships casting shadows on the planet below. Their sensors showed only frightened civilians, panicked military responses, and primitive defense satellites. The deception was perfect. All quantum fold generators synchronized. Dr. Patel's voice came through the quantum-entangled comm. The fleet is ready for simultaneous emergence. Hassan studied the tactical display. 2,000 ships, each equipped with technology that made the Nexar's brute force approach look primitive. They had waited for this moment, hidden in quantum superposition, existing everywhere and nowhere until the perfect moment to strike. The Nexar are broadcasting their final ultimatum. Communications reported. The alien voice filled the command center, dripping with contempt. Your time expires. Witness the price of defiance. The Nexar's largest vessel, a behemoth they called World Ender, began charging its main weapon. They intended to destroy one of Earth's major cities as a demonstration, expecting immediate surrender afterward. It was a tactic that had worked countless times before. All ships, prepare for emergence, Hassan ordered. Quantum targeting solutions locked. Remember your training. Today we show the galaxy why humanity chose to appear weak. The Nexar energy weapon reached full charge. In their arrogance, they had positioned themselves perfectly for humanity's trap. Their tight formation, intended to intimidate, would be their undoing. Emergence in 3, 2, 1. Reality folded. 2,000 human ships materialized simultaneously, their quantum state resolving in perfect position around the Nexar fleet. The aliens' superior sensors registered the impossible event too late. All ships, execute Operation Checkmate, Hassan commanded. Humanity's weapons were elegant where the Nexars were brutal. quantum torpedoes that existed in multiple states until impact, probability lances that turned the enemy's own shield frequencies against them, temporal disruptors that created microsecond time differentials across their massive ships, tearing them apart from within. The Nexar responded with predictable fury, their energy weapons blazing, but their targets existed in quantum superposition, their shots passing through phantom images while the real ships struck from impossible angles. Multiple Nexar capital ships reporting critical failures, Wang announced with professional satisfaction. Their formation is breaking down. They've never encountered weapons they couldn't block. The alien fleet's perfect hemisphere dissolved into chaos. Their rigid command structure, faced with an entirely new form of warfare, began to fracture. Ships fired blindly at quantum ghosts while real attacks struck from within their own formation. World Ender is attempting to coordinate a counterattack, Wang reported. They're trying to adapt their tactics. Hassan allowed herself a grim smile. Too late. Execute Phase 2. The Nexar's desperate communications filled all frequencies. Impossible. How are they? Their technology cannot. Send our response on all channels, Hassan ordered. Let them understand exactly what they've walked into. The message was simple. You thought humanity weak because we chose to appear so. You never questioned why a species smart enough for space travel would remain confined to their solar system. Today you learn why we waited, why we watched, why we let you think us primitive. Humanity's strength lies not in brute force, but in innovation, in patience, in turning weakness into strength. Your conquest ends here. The battle continued, but its outcome was already decided. The Nexar, for the first time in their long history of conquest, faced an enemy that had prepared specifically to counter their every advantage. Their mighty fleet, terror of 1,000 worlds, was being systematically dismantled by technology they couldn't even comprehend. Multiple Nexar vessels attempting to retreat, Wang reported. Their quantum wake signatures are destabilizing. Do not let them escape, Hassan ordered. No one runs. The galaxy needs to know that humanity's apparent weakness was a choice, and that choosing to invade us was the Nexar's final mistake. The hidden fleet revealed itself fully, and the myth of Nexar invincibility died in the cold void of space. Aboard the World Ender, Supreme Commander Vexnar watched in disbelief as his invincible fleet crumbled. The humans' technology defied comprehension. Ships appearing and disappearing, weapons that ignored their strongest shields, attacks coming from impossible vectors. All sectors reporting critical failures. His second-in-command reported, mandibles clicking in distress. Their quantum weapons are bypassing our defenses as if they don't exist. The mighty Nexar flagship shuddered as another probability lance struck home. Vexnar had conquered 12 galaxies, but never encountered anything like this. The humans weren't just fighting back. They were systematically dismantling everything the Nexar had built their empire upon. On the Prometheus, Admiral Hassan watched the Nexar flagship's desperate maneuvers. Status of Project Starkiller. Quantum fold network at maximum efficiency, Dr. Peddle reported. Their attempts to escape are being countered faster than they can calculate new vectors. The Nexar's rigid battle doctrine, unchanged for millennia, was becoming their undoing. Every pre-programmed response, every standard tactic, played directly into humanity's hands. Their ships, trying to maintain traditional formation, only made themselves easier targets for quantum-shifted attacks. Multiple Nexar dreadnoughts attempting to combine shield frequencies, Tactical reported. They're trying to create a unified defense grid. Hassan nodded grimly. Just as predicted. Execute Protocol Omega. Humanity's ships shifted phase simultaneously, their quantum signatures harmonizing in ways the Nexar's sensors couldn't track. The aliens' combined shields, designed to repel conventional energy weapons, meant nothing against attacks that materialized inside their defensive perimeter. The World Ender launched a desperate counterattack, its main weapon charging to full power. But the humans had studied this too, had prepared countermeasures for every weapon in the Nexar arsenal. They're attempting to trigger a quantum cascade, Dr. Patel warned. If their main weapon fires at full power. Now, Doctor, Hassan ordered. Project Starcolor's true purpose revealed itself. The quantum fold network wasn't just for transportation or combat. It was a trap. As the World Ender's weapon reached critical charge, the human's quantum field shifted, creating a probability loop that fed the weapon's energy back into itself. The massive ship's power core began to destabilize. Vexnar watched in horror as his mighty flagship turned against itself, centuries of assumed technological superiority becoming meaningless in moments. To all ships, Hassan broadcast on all frequencies. The Nexar Collective's reign of terror ends today. Humanity kept itself hidden not out of fear, but because we chose to. We studied you. We prepared for you. We turned your own arrogance into the weapon of your defeat. Across the battlefield, Nexar ships were going dark, their crews finally realizing the futility of resistance. The World Ender, pride of their fleet, began to break apart as quantum energies ate through its superstructure. Multiple surrender signals detected, communications reported. Hassan stood at her command station, watching the empire that had terrorized countless civilizations collapse before humanity's hidden strength. Accept their surrender. Prepare boarding teams. The galaxy is about to learn a very important lesson about underestimating humanity. The battle had lasted less than an hour. The Nexar Collective, which had brought entire galaxies to their knees, found themselves utterly defeated by a species they had dismissed as primitive. Their mighty World Ender, now a drifting hulk, stood as testament to the price of arrogance. As human ships secured their prisoners, Hassan opened a channel to Earth Command. Operation Shadowfall complete. The Nexar threat is neutralized. She paused, looking at the tactical display showing the scattered remnants of the once mighty alien fleet, and send word to the other hidden colonies. It's time for humanity to emerge fully onto the galactic stage. The age of hiding was over. Humanity had revealed itself not as the primitive species the Nexar expected, but as the force that would reshape the galaxy's future. The message was clear. Appearance of weakness could mask unprecedented strength, and underestimating humanity was a mistake no one would make again. 1 month after the Battle of Sol, representatives from 100 formerly subjugated species gathered in Earth's orbital diplomatic station. Admiral Hassan stood before them, the quantum-folded fleet visible through the station's transparent walls as a reminder of humanity's hidden strength. The Nexar archives have confirmed what we suspected, she addressed the gathering. Their empire was built on a foundation of technological intimidation. They never evolved beyond their initial advantages because they never needed to. Until they met us. The alien diplomats studied the humans with new eyes. The species they had dismissed as primitive had systematically dismantled the greatest military force in known space. Dr. Patel stepped forward, activating a holographic display. We're sharing our quantum fold technology with all former Nexar subjects. Your chains weren't just physical, they were technological. That ends today. The Prometheus hung in high orbit, its quantum-shifted hull a testament to human ingenuity. The captured World Ender floated nearby, being systematically studied and dismantled. Every piece of Nexar technology would be analyzed, improved upon, and shared with their former victims. Humanity hid not out of fear, Hassan continued, but because we recognized a fundamental truth. True strength lies not in overwhelming force, but in the ability to appear weak when you are strong. We chose isolation to prepare, to innovate, to develop technologies beyond brute force applications. Captain Chen, commanding the Vigilance Patrol of the former Nexar border worlds, transmitted her final report. The Empire's collapse was total. Without their technological superiority, their rigid hierarchy had crumbled. The galaxy enters a new age, Hassan concluded, one where advancement comes not from conquest, but collaboration, where innovation outweighs intimidation, where the appearance of weakness may mask unprecedented strength. The former Nexer thralls, now free species, understood the lesson. Humanity had revealed a new path, one where intelligence and innovation trumped brute force, where patience and preparation overcame apparent power. The quantum fold network, once humanity's greatest secret, would become the foundation of a new galactic civilization. The species gathered in Earth's orbit knew they were witnessing the birth of something unprecedented. An interstellar community built not on domination, but on the shared understanding that true strength often hides behind apparent weakness. In the vast depths of space, humanity's hidden fleet maintained its vigil. They had defeated one threat, but the galaxy was vast. Other empires, other conquerors might emerge, but they would find a changed galaxy, one that had learned humanity's lesson about the danger of judging by appearances. The age of deception was over. The age of innovation had begun.